So I'm using natural light. So if it goes in and out, the sun is playing me today. Like honestly, I've been everywhere in this apartment just trying to find somewhere to film. But we're here and I'm ready. I have Starbucks and a broken nail. So I just really want to jump into it. I don't want to do a long intro because I know I have a tendency to drag out my intros. So as you can see, we're going to do a Q&A on my hair. I get tons of questions on Instagram about my hair, how I buzz it, everything. So I asked you guys over on my Instagram to ask me questions that you guys kind of want to know. I know my very first video I ever uploaded was all about my hair. And most things have stayed the same, but some things have changed. I'll link that video down below if you want to check it out because it has some really good information in it. But next month it will be 9 years that I have had a shaved head. So I thought it was time to do a Q&A and do an update for you guys. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram, I'll put it somewhere here. I'll link it here somewhere on this page. It's Gabrielle. It's Gabrielle.Olivia, but the O is a 0. Woo! I'm sweating. Let's pull up the Q's because I have some A's. I don't know what to tell you. So the first question, and I do hear this often, is what was the cause you originally shaved your head for? So I haven't really gone into detail as to why I initially shaved my head. I simply just say that it was for a cause, but it was directly for a family member who was about to go through chemotherapy. She was really nervous about losing her hair, and I thought the best way to show my support would be to just shave my head and show up at her house the next day, just to kind of show a camaraderie. So the night before, I literally was laying in my bed and I was like, I'm gonna shave my head. So I got out of bed, it was really late, I went into my sister's room, she was sleeping, I woke her up, I was like, I'm gonna shave my head tomorrow. And she was like, okay, I'm sleeping, but I support you in whatever you want to do, which is her response to most things. Sister is very supportive of all things that I do. She's very like, yeah, she's always ready. You know, I always have crazy ideas and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And she's like, yes, I support you. She's the stable one. But she supports me through everything. Anyway, so the next day, my mom is actually a hairdresser. She used to be. She doesn't anymore. She's actually a personal trainer now. But at the time, she had clippers at home. I was like, can we shave my head? And she's like, yeah. My grandma was actually in town. She was visiting, so my grandma videotaped it, and my mom shaved my head right then and there. And then later that night, we went over to that family member's house, and I surprised her, and after that, I just kept it. This family member is fully recovered, fully in remission, is completely okay now, and I have kept my hair like this since. Next question. Do you use anything to hydrate? Sunscreen? What guard number do you use? That's a lot of questions in one question. Do I use anything to hydrate my head? Absolutely. It gets dry. I live in a climate that's extremely dry, so I just use moisturizer. So when I get out of the shower and moisturize my whole body, I moisturize my head too. I just get in there, girl. Sunscreen, I do use sunscreen. Yes, please, if you have a shaved head, please use sunscreen if you live in, well, anywhere really, but mostly in hot climates, I guess, where the sun, we don't get that much sun here. But anyway, I have dramatically burnt my head before, and it is not fun. It is extremely painful. So it's like hard to get it into your scalp if you use the lotion, but if you get the spray, girl, it's like hairspray. I load it up with the sunscreen, like as high as I can go, usually SPF 50, and I sunscreen the whole thing. I'm not playing with the sun. When I burnt my scalp, it was not fun. It was in the Miami sun, and no, Or I wear a hat. I wear a hat often, because the other thing with having a shaved head that I don't think a lot of people talk about is like the sun. I don't know how this is gonna sound, but like the sun on your head, like beating down, makes me feel ill if I do it for a really long time. Not like how it used to feel when I had hair that kind of protect my scalp. So I often wear a hat when I'm going to be in the sun for long periods of time. What products do you use to bleach it? So this is in my initial video, but the product that I was using and have been using for most of the time that I've had a shaved head, probably 8 years, is all from Sally's, and that is in that video, linked down below. But since I moved to Toronto, I actually live, well, currently, directly downtown Toronto. So trying to find a Sally's around here is extremely difficult unless I Uber to a Sally's and then Uber home, which is like a $20 Uber there and a $20 Uber back, and I'm like, I'm not saving any money here. But I can walk to a Rexall, which is, I don't know if everywhere has Rexalls. It's like a pharmacy store. Do you guys have Rexalls? Or I can walk to a Shoppers, and recently I've been walking to Shoppers just because it's easier, and I have been using this. So it's the Garnier Nutrice Blonde Nourishing Bleach Cream, and it is in D+. This is the only one that has worked for me from the drugstore. I don't recommend using anything else. Buy this if you are going to a drugstore. To buy this once a week, it is expensive. So, I mean, buying in bulk from Sally's, if you have easy access to a Sally's, definitely do that. It's going to save you a lot more money. But I have really been enjoying this because this is easy access for me. I've actually found it on sale for like $6 a couple times, which is nice. The only thing is you're not going to use the whole bottle for this because there's not much happening up here. But at the same time, you can't split it up. Like, you have to mix the whole thing, which is kind of unfortunate. You end up wasting a lot, but it really, really works. I leave it on for like 30 to 45 minutes because I just get distracted. And then, yeah, I wash it out, and it's always a blonde that, oh, I almost spilled my coffee. Whoa. Ooh. It's always a blonde that I like. It never has patchiness on it. I never miss spots with it. I really, really enjoy this. I really like it. So I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend D+, Extra Bleach, Garnier, Nutrice, Blonde. Not sponsored. Like Garnier, holla at your girl. If you wanna, you know, it's a lot. I do this once a week. I buy that once a week. Just saying. Do you plan on making a new shaving your head video on YouTube? Have you shaved it completely smooth before? I was going to do like a detailed how I shave my head by myself kind of situation, but you guys let me know if you want to see that or not. Have I ever gone completely smooth? No. I just don't think it's for me. I think if I went all the way to the skin, I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm not into it. I have done no guard before. I did that for a couple months, and I liked it then. I probably wouldn't do it again, but yeah, no. I want to shave my head. How nervous were you when you shaved yours? I think the adrenaline had me going, so I wasn't that nervous. After I did it, I was like, I literally remember looking in the mirror and being like, I actually did that. Very nervous after the fact because the adrenaline was just pumping before. I think it's natural to be nervous to shave your head. It's a big step, and I think society has a long way to go in the sense of accepting women doing whatever they want with their looks. You know, that's still it's a touchy subject, but it's natural to be nervous, but that's kind of the excitement of it. Like, it's so freeing when you do it, and it feels so good that I recommend it. Like, face that fear, do it. You know, that maybe that will translate into the rest of your life and facing all of your fears and doing just whatever you want to do. It's very empowering in that way. So I highly, highly recommend it. If you're thinking about do it, take the leap, just do it. It will always grow back. Hair is hair, it grows back. You can wear a wig, you can wear a hat. There are options, but nothing will ever compare to that feeling of like the initial freedom of just facing that fear and just like shaving it off, you know? When did you start cutting your own hair? I'm also a baldy. Ayo, shout out to you. And it's getting expensive. Girl, so expensive. So I actually have never gotten it done by someone else. I want to, just to see what it kind of like the difference would be. But the initial time was by my mom, and we had clippers at home. So the next time I just did it myself. And then since then, I've just always done it myself. It is easy to do it yourself, girl. Don't be out here spending money on them salons. Just get your shaver and go at it. Again, if you want to see a video of how I do it, just let me know. How do you blend your makeup into your hair? Mine always gets in my blonde hairs and looks silly. Oh my goodness. I struggled with this for so long, and that I actually talk about that extensively in a video. I think it's called Makeup Tips for my shaved head. I'll link that one down below as well. But the tip I use and what I have done for so long is I just take lotion after I'm done my makeup, rub it in my hands, and then go along my hairline. And the lotion just kind of blends it in, and it also makes you smell good. So, I mean, unless you use unscented, but use scented, because then when people give you a hug, they're like, oh, you smell so good. And you're like, thank you. I mean, it still happens to me, just because the blonde is so light, but that's definitely what I recommend. Lotion your hairline, it will get rid of makeup and blend it out for you. I love my buzz cut, but have found it makes dating quite difficult. Who are you dating? I don't accept this, and you shouldn't either. If a man, first of all, whoever's making it difficult for you to date with a shaved head is clearly a boy, has not become a man yet. If a guy in general doesn't like a girl with a shaved head, they ain't for you. That person can keep it moving, okay? You need to be out here owning the fact that you have a shaved head. You look good, you know you look good, you're owning it, you feel good about yourself. That is what matters, and that will attract the person that you are supposed to be with. If you put out the vibes of loving yourself and loving what you look like and the decisions that you have made, you own that, that will attract the person for you. Whoever has a problem with you having a shaved head, they are a waste of your time anyway. Don't even give them the time of the day, okay? And they can keep it pushing, honey. You gotta love yourself and own it. Have you ever tried to grow it out or felt that you've outgrown it? I have tried to grow it out. I wanted to do like a pixie moment. I really wanted to have a pixie moment. And I have like pin straight hair, so I let it grow out a little bit, but it just like grows out straight, and then I have like a weird, just like long straight moment up here, and it's so odd. And I didn't get, like literally I think I lasted 2 weeks, and I was like, no, couldn't do it, shaved it off. I was like, it's not for me. But sometimes I do have dreams where I have long hair, and it's very odd. It's very odd. Do I feel like I've outgrown it? No, not at all. Not at all. It's just like, it's my thing now. I can't imagine having long hair. I can't imagine. It's really my thing. And if one day I'm sick of it and want to grow it out, I will. I can't imagine when that will be. I think I'm gonna be like 84, still like killing the shaved head game, to be honest. It's just my thing. Do you constantly get compliments with how amazing you look? Oh, my Lanta, that's lovely. Yeah, people are actually extremely lovely to me about my shaved head, and you know, you have to take the good with the bad when you do something like this, because it is different. So people are going to say stuff, and they say negative things and they say positive things, but honestly, I get an overwhelming amount of positive feedback and positivity in terms of compliments towards my hair, and every time it makes me sweat, but I am so grateful, and I just like, people are so wonderful and so lovely. Have you gotten rude comments? Absolutely. Like I said, you have to take the good with the bad. Sometimes people can be very harsh, because I think that, again, they just don't understand it and it's something so different, and so their immediate reaction is to reject it. I don't take it personally when someone has something negative to say about the way I look. You know, I love me, I love the way I look, and if they feel the need to express something negative or say something rude towards me, it's a reflection on them and the things they're going through in their own personal life and the struggles that they are facing. It's not my problem. I do my best not to take it personally. Sometimes it hurts my feelings. It's true. Like, you can only say I'm not going to take it personally so much, but yeah, sometimes I've cried. I cry. People can be mean about this because it's so different, but the overwhelming sense of, well, first, self-love I have for my inside and my outside, the way I look, you know, that has a strong bounce back effect when it comes to negativity, but also, you know, I get an overwhelming amount of support and love towards my shaved head that it really outweighs the negativity, for sure. But if you're gonna shave your head, just be prepared that people feel like they can have an opinion and share it with you. It's like they want to tell you exactly how they feel about it. How long has it been since your hair was long? Is it a hassle to shave and bleach it once a week? So, like I said at the beginning, I have had a shaved head in February. It will be 9 years. Insane. Is it a hassle? Absolutely. Absolutely. I always say to people, it only looks low maintenance. Don't be fooled. It only looks low maintenance. Just because I don't touch it from a day to day, when I have to touch it once a week, it is a process. I'm not complaining, but it is a hassle. It's not low maintenance at all. Were you always confident about having a shaved head? No. No. Sometimes I'm still not. I've said this in previous videos, is like your face is always out there. Like, always out there. And sometimes I have friends, like, I don't know if you can see him, but I have a friend here, and sometimes I have lots of friends all over my face, and like when I get up and go into the world, all I want is like hair to like mask my friends. Sometimes I don't want to be like, you know, like my face is just out there all the time. So no, sometimes I'm not confident with having a shaved head, but you know, like 90% of the time I am. I'm so used to it now. I really do my best to just own it no matter what's happening. But yeah, it's a lot to always have your face out there, always. But no, you're not going to be confident all the time. No matter what you do with your hair, you're not going to be confident all the time. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone has insecure moments. It's just important that we practice self-love every moment that we possibly can and keep it pushed. My camera ran out of space. Like, that's how much I've been talking. But that's about all the questions I got on Instagram. If you have any more, leave them down below in the comment section. I could always do a part 2 of this video if you guys have more questions regarding my hair, if there's something that I didn't answer. And I just want to say, like, all the love that I receive and the compliments, it's so overwhelming, and I am just so grateful for that energy and the love that you guys share with me. Like, if I could give that back tenfold, that is my only goal. I appreciate it so much. And if you are out there and you're thinking about shaving your head, do it. And to all the girls that message me saying, I was inspired by you and I shaved my head, literally I cry over those messages, okay? There's tears, there's sisters on the phone being like, here we go, it's okay. Again, poor sister. Anyway, I cry over those messages. It means so much to me that I could be a helping hand in allowing you to take a leap of faith. Just do it if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't. But just know I support you, and just own it if you do it. It's so freeing and it's so worth it. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I have a few more ideas. You can see my vision board back there. I was thinking about doing a video talking about my vision board and like what I usually and how it helps motivate me, but just let me know. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. But I love you. and I appreciate you. Okay, bye.